1997, the 50th anniversary of Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier and getting into the major leagues. Upper Deck released a 9-card set to kick off their base set. Cool little foil shiny designs following Jackie throughout his career. Rookie of the Year, MVP, World Series, some cool action shots, lots of posing, lots of shine. It's a great shot of him running against the Yankees. 55 season, the World Championship season. And a nice portrait of him here. 9 cards, 1 through 9, to start the Upper Deck set from 1997. In 1999, Fleer teamed up with Sports Illustrated to create this 90-card base set called Greats of the Game. Old-time players, not really current players. There were mostly old-time players up through the 70s. And this was a very, very popular set when it came out because, as well as the 90-card base set, there were lots of inserts and lots of autographs to be had from some big-time names. There were 90 cards in the base set, and there were also 50 inserts featuring covers, actual cards of actual covers of Sports Illustrated, which had a write-up of each cover on the back. They were fairly easy to find. There were also 10 record breaker cards that looked like this, and there were 10 of these exact cards in a gold foil, which were tougher to find. And there were also 82 on-card player autographs. And the thing with this set in 1999, it wasn't very common yet to have autographs inserted, especially on-card autos, inserted in packs. And they advertised 1 autograph per wax pack. And when these cards came out, the wax packs are going from between $25 to $35 each. And you could pull Willie Mays or Nolan Ryan. And you can pull guys who have a little lesser careers, but still some big names. Eddie Matthews was one as well, I believe. I had a Randy Jones once, Kurt Simmons, the original Frank Thomas, Al Oliver had an autograph, Jeff Burroughs, I think Rusty Staub. There was a cool Eddie Matthews on the card with showing the first cover of Sports Illustrated, 1954. Earl Weaver had an autograph as well. And Reggie Jackson actually had 3 different versions of his autograph, just his name and number, one that said Mr. October and one that had Hall of Fame 93 inscription. So that was a cool thing to have. Really, really cool photos. You can easily read the stats on the back, some more information about their bio, about their career. There's the 74 MVP. Fleer Sports Illustrated Greats of the Game. It's a cool, cool set. If you can just get the base, I would recommend that as well. In 1999, Fleer came out with a set called Tradition. It was a 600 card base set. And within the packs, there were 50 cards that created this insert called Vintage 61, or also known as Baseball Greats. And it was all the players, I think except for Stan Musial, who had a card early on. There he is, number 6, I believe. Players of the day: J.D. Drew, Ripken Garcia-Parra, Jeremy Burnitz, guys like that. Andres Galarraga, there's Nomar. And they're all in the design of 1961 Fleer. Cool looking cards, pictures cut out on the pastel solid colors, reminiscent of the 61 design. John Olerud, Bernie Williams, Ben Grieve. It's like, oh yeah, I remember those guys playing. Caminiti, Bonds, a couple of MVPs there. These are cool looking cards. And the backs look the same as well with the trophy, showing the card number on the back. Their complete record is right up. Really nicely done. 1999, when Fleer was getting into the whole insert craze. 2001 Topps came out with this 100 card base set from the XFL, Extreme Football League. Came out in the end of the calendar season, just as the season had concluded. the only season at that point for the league, started by wrestling mogul Vince McMahon. Didn't take off as many football leagues that are called the NFL don't take off. Yeah, there was just, I think, one guy in the league that did anything. Quarterback for the Steelers, Tommy Maddox, became a quarterback for the Steelers for a couple of seasons. But other than that, there was really no big name that took off. The cards are cool. They got the the exploding fire and breaking glass or whatever in the background. A couple of pictures. Show you the backs, write-ups with some crazy font. Another picture. They were cool. It was a cool thing to have. So at the time, just the one year. Inserts in this as well. There were eight teams in the league. So there were 8 quarterback inserts called Loaded Cannon. There were 16 game-used, event-used cards called Gridiron Gear. And there were autographs from 18 different players and 10 stickers as well. 1 for each franchise and 2 featuring the XFL logo. It is announced that the XFL is making a return, and the week after the Super Bowl ends this coming February, they're starting their second go-around. They're going to be a little bit more serious from what I heard about just showing the playing and not too gimmicky like the wrestling used to be. The 2020 New York, New Jersey Guardians open their season in early February, right down the highway from me at MetLife Stadium, which was the home of Super Bowl 48, as well as WrestleMania 29. So Mr. McMahon is used to the arena. So hopefully they'll do better. Charlie Polari played for the NFL for a little bit too, I believe. Hopefully it'll last more than one season. There'll be more cards coming out for them. In 2009, Topps had an exclusive partnership sealed with Major League Baseball, and as a result, a lot of cards came out in 2010 to celebrate, including this 50-card set, the Topps Home Team Advantage, otherwise known as 50 Greatest Players, or the Logo Man set. And these were given out to hobby shops, which coincided with the announcement and the celebration. There's some okay names in here, some old-time names. Christy Mathewson, I think there's a Babe Ruth, a Cy Young. And, Tom Seaver, of course, is a big name. David Wright was the name of the day. There's actually some pretty good names in here. Prince Fielder, Campy. Okay. Never mind, I was going to say there weren't that many great names, but there's a lot of good names in here. Wow. Gotta go through this again, and the backs are... Right, the card is of fill in the blank, created especially to celebrate the exclusive partnership. Cool. Johnny Mize, the Big Cat, Mickey Mantle, the Captain. Lots of nicknames to be had in this set. Gotta do another video of nicknames then. Panda Bear. These are nice looking cards. I like the backgrounds. Simple colors. It's a cool shot of Nolan. It's a really cool shot of Reggie with the green. And they make the colors in the logo sort of match. There's 50 cards in this set. It came all at once. I think you had to just spend a few bucks at the hobby shop, and if they knew you, they'd give you the whole box. It came in a plain white cardboard box anyway. So the Logo Man set, one of the early sets that really kicked off the insert craze. Upper Deck Baseball started in 1989. In 1990, they came out with this set of Reggie Jackson called Baseball Heroes. It was available in the high number series of foil packs, and it was a 10-card insert, including a header card and a checklist with his painting, his drawing of Reggie with the teams he was a part of and the hats, and some cool information on the back following his career. And this was the beginning of something that people really wanted to buy packs and chase these cards. Not just these cards, because on these checklist cards, I'll show you the back real quick. So the checklist of each number, 1 through 9 in this set. The header was not numbered. Reggie had autographed 2,500 cards, hand numbered, and put the number on the card itself. So 1 out of 25, like a fraction he would write. For those of you who are not aware, the autographs, the official authentic autographs that Reggie signed only are found on these type of cards, the picture or the painting, none of the base cards. So look out for that if you're actually searching it. Each of these cards and the autograph were randomly inserted into foil packs. This one happened to be 1990 High Series. And after this ran happened, the next set was 1991 Low, and it was Hank Aaron. And the numbering of the cards throughout continued in sequential order. So this Reggie went 1 to 9, Hank Aaron went 10 to 18, Nolan Ryan went 19 to 27. You get what I'm saying. The checklist artwork, for those of you who not be aware, was done by a man named Vernon Wells, and if that name sounds familiar, he's the father of three-time Blue Jay All-Star Vernon Wells III. So Vernon Wells, who played for I believe the Angels and the Yankees as well, mostly known for the Blue Jays, his dad's the one that created all this artwork that you see on these upper deck cards. So in 1991, Nolan Ryan came first in the low numbers, Hank Aaron in the high numbers. Again, same thing, 10 cards, checklist, header, and autographs. In 1992, in the low set, it was Ted Williams. And in the high packs, it was a combination of Johnny Bench and Joe Morgan of the Reds, which I don't have any of. That could be a new thing to look out for. And 93 was Willie Mays. Upper Deck started doing football in 91. And in their high number series, they released the same type of set of Joe Montana, Football Heroes, this is called. The low number series of 91 was Joe Namath. And then in 92, they released Walter Payton in Series 1 and Dan Marino in Series 2. I'm not sure if it's possible to check out how many autographs have been found since then, but there's such a large production number. I think there was up to, I believe I read 3 million in the early 90s, which is of course it's rare compared to the 9 million that Donruss made back then, but 3 million of each card, only 2,500 autographs. With a large production number and all that unopened material, just could be a chance to find some out there still. So you never know. And the boxes are kind of reasonable. So that's some of the stuff I found for now. As you can see, when I find more oddballs hanging around, you will be the first to know. Thanks for hanging out and watching. Talk to you soon.